Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving into Old Harbour, the town of Old Harbour from Spanish Town. So we are on the Old Harbour Road now, and we just exited by the roundabout, and this is the Spanish Town area. More precisely, this is the Willardine area. Okay, on the left is the Member of Parliament office. Dr. Andrew Wheatley is the MP for this area. So this is still part of Spanish Town. On the right is the Homestead Primary and Infant School. Now this road, Old Harbour Road, is one way to drive from Spanish Town to Old Harbour. You also have the highway, which is the PJ Patterson Highway, which is a part of Highway 2000. It's also known as the East-West leg. And that's a toll road, but you reach much faster. But we're driving this way today so that we can make the videos for you guys to see. Now, before the highway was built, this was the main roadway into Spanish Town or into Old Harbour from Spanish Town. So if you were coming from, say, Westmoreland, before the highway was built, this is the road you'd have to use to go back into Kingston. Okay, on the right now, we're now in the Willardine area. On the right is where that car is turning. That's the entrance to the Willardine Estates. Those are homes. On the right is the Willardine Plaza. On the left is another plaza, but I'm not sure what the name is. If anybody knows, you can leave a message in the comment section. And this is a main road, and you see the flooding on the left. It's unfortunate, it's not that bad, but it needs to be addressed because, as we said, this is a main road. Okay, that's the plaza on the right. Very popular plaza. Willardine is a very popular area, and Spanish Town has one of the largest populations in Jamaica. St Catherine, the second most populated parish in Jamaica. So you find that the closer you are to the Spanish Town area, the busier it is. As you get further away, then it trickles down and you find more residential homes or large manufacturing plants. But the closer you get to these towns like Portmore, Spanish Town, you find very busy communities and areas. As you can see, this road, there is space on the left and the right to make this into a 4-lane road. So when these areas were being developed, it was designed to have a 4-lane road, but because of cost and other reasons, they said, okay, we'll build 2 lanes, but we'll leave the space so that the road can eventually become a 4-lane road. And that was done all over Jamaica. So as you can see, the persons that build their homes or commercial buildings, they are far away from the main road. So that's how it was designed, and a prime example of that is Constant Spring Road and Hagley Park Road. When those roads were being designed, they were originally intended to be 4 lanes. And so when you get a building permit, it will tell you your structure must stop at X spot, which is far away from the road. Now, when those roads were being built, structures had to be demolished. Guess why? Persons illegally built buildings that stopped at the wrong spot, or they built their wall at the wrong spot so they could get more parking. And when the road was being built, they had to remove those walls. And there's nothing you can do about it because the building was built illegally and the government now needs to expand the road. So naturally the buildings or the whole thing had to come down. Now there was, we won't go there, but most times those structures will be removed because there is no way you could legally get permission to build a structure so close to the road. Alright, now we're in the trying to remember the name of this here. Innswood. We're in the Innswood area, right? And Innswood is very popular. It has a very large residential community. A lot of gated communities. If we had turned left on that road, we should have. Sorry about that, guys. But we'll make another video. You will see a lot of gated communities. And Innswood has a very famous cricket grounds where persons play cricket. So after Willardine, the next major area would be Innswood. Here it is, Chedwin Park. That's the cricket grounds in Innswood. Now you can see on the right, it's just an empty land. I guess it was used for sugar production one time. And on the left is one of the communities I was talking about, a gated community. Where trees kind of block it, but there is a concrete wall. And it's a very large residential area over there. Gated community, townhouses, apartments. Very nicely done. Okay, on the right now is Silver Sun Estate. I guess they're going to be building more houses over there. Now with Jamaica has a very large and growing population. So you find as soon as you build these complexes, apartments, they're sold. People want the homes. Now, probably do a separate video on the NHT, but the National Housing Trust, NHT, is a government agency that gives persons loans that at a lower rate than the bank so that they can purchase property. It's an excellent institution. It's one of the best run government agencies in Jamaica, and they are doing an excellent job. But what is hindering them is the cost. So this is how it works. When you get your salary, there is a deduction called the NHT tax or an NHT deduction. And that money is taken out of your salary and it's sent to the NHT. So you now become a contributor to the NHT fund. So when you're ready to buy a house, you locate your house, you go to NHT and you say, I want to buy this house, I'm a contributor. So NHT says, okay, we will give you the loan, but there is a limit to the loan. I think the limit now is, for an individual, is either 4.5 million or 5.5 million. And they will give you that loan at a lower interest rate and you go and you buy your house. Excellent institution. Government is doing an excellent job running it. It's a very modern facilities, fully computerized. You would think you're going into a bank. Well done. But the only drawback to it now is there are few homes you can buy for 5.5 million or 4.5 million in Jamaica. Persons can join together and you become 9 million or 11 million. It changes, and let's just work with 5.5 million each. So two persons join together, you can buy a home for 11 million. That is more feasible, but there aren't many homes for 11 million. That's the problem. NHT would give contractors loans to build the units, and then they turn around and buy the units from the contractor and give it to persons in the fund. But you find that the contractors don't make much money when they sell a unit for 11 million or build a unit for 11 million. So they don't have a lot of units available. So there's a list at the NHT of people who want homes that are fully qualified for the loan, the NHT loan, but they just can't get a unit to buy. So the government every year through the NHT builds units. But unfortunately there is still a waiting list. So as soon as the unit is finished, their NHT There are so many NHT contributors waiting on them. Alright, but it's a well-run institution, and I must say, well done on whoever. Well, I know who set it up, but we're not going into politics. We'll just say the government. Though back then when the NHT was set up, that was true, that government truly had the people's interest at heart. And I can give you a joke. At the time when the NHT was being set up, and at the time when the NIS was being set up, NIS is National Insurance Scheme, there was opposition. People protested, or people weren't pleased because this is a deduction out of their salary. So if you used to make $1,000, you probably have $20 coming out for the NHT and $20 coming out for the NIS. But over time, when people started to reap the benefits, nobody complained. Everybody said, job well done. They renamed these buildings after former prime ministers, but at the time there was some blowback. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.